Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the streaming, taking the 747 around the country. We're on the ground here in Houston Intercontinental Airport today. Evie Flies, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. I saw you checked in on the other one too. Sorry about that. I accidentally bumped stop streaming and thus canceled the stream. Motivate finally here to catch the start of a stream. What's up, man? Welcome. How are you doing today, brother? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, guys, we're on the ground here in Houston, like we said. We are going to take this big old bird over to Miami. We are going to be on VATSIM. Let's see if there's any ATC online right now. Let's check the VATSIM radar. Brendan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Brendan, dude, I saw probably one of the coolest Gulf streams I've ever seen today, and it just cruised by the window in Dulles, and I didn't get to take a picture of it, but it literally had like a solar system livery. It was insane. I don't even know how to, like, it had like a shooting star on the tail and like space. I don't know, dude. It was crazy, but it was so sick. So, yeah, it was really cool. We're going to be Giant 61 Heavy going over to Miami today. We're getting connected to VATSIM right now, or GTI 61 Heavy, Boeing 747-800 or -8. Motivate, I'm doing well as well. Glad to have you here. Oh, you saw that, Brennan? Where was it going? What was the deal with that thing? All right. While we kind of get rolling here, we're going to pause the music, like I said, so we can hear the lovely sounds here from this FTSIM sound pack. We'll get our battery on. Dulles in Washington, D.C. Yep, Evie, that is the one. Washington, Dulles in Washington, D.C. We'll get our GPUs connected, get our IRSs to nav mode. We'll get the nav lights on. Emergency exit lights can get armed. Other than that, everything is all set up top. Then we're going to kind of come just down here, and we're going to request our flight plan. We're going to put in our location, request our flight plan. Load it. I love this says that 747 has an American charter airline livery while it's being operated in an Australian company. You talking about this one here? The Qantas Freight? Yeah, I don't know. That was just, I downloaded this library a long time ago, and it's just the only Atlas one I ever downloaded, so we're sticking with it. No ATC or anything here in Houston, so we'll get the weather and everything and kind of just go from there and see what they're doing in real life. That's the airport I go to when I go to Germany. Yeah, a lot of flights. I flew Lufthansa one time out of Frankfurt to there. Do you go to Germany a lot? You make it sound like it's a frequent trip for you. Let's go back. Let's start loading up the weight and balance set from the OFP, which is going to be out of CG, I do believe, because it's the freighter version. The freighter version is oh, it's in CG. All right, awesome. So we've got 133,000 pounds of cargo coming on board with us. Only 73% of what this plane can carry. That's insane. 60,000 pounds of fuel, and we've already got all that. We've actually got more than that. Oh no, we got 67,000 pounds of fuel. There we go. Gotcha, that's understandable. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just stick with this for right now, and then we'll go back outside and we can have GSX start doing their thing. Let's request boarding from them.
Boarding requested.
Maybe worldwide? I don't know who would do this out here. We are at the East Cargo Hangars here in Houston. Or I guess not hangars, just we're at the East Cargo gates, I guess you could say. Location, ramp. Yes, I go to Frankfurt. All right, very cool. And since we've got our fuel, let's go to the overhead and start up the APU. Let's get our fuel pumps on. Window heats can come on as well. Start up the APU. Let me know if you guys have any issues with the stream or anything like that. So it's still on the new Wi-Fi. Definitely got some weather here today in Houston. We'll check out what's going on there. Let's get the hydraulics on, and I think it's pretty warm. 30 degrees C, 86, about 90 degrees Fahrenheit almost. So let's definitely get the APU gens on. We'll get the anti-ice to auto. I don't know if you'd do this right now or not realistically in the 747, but there's that. Let's get the packs on, and let's get this, let's see, flight deck and passenger temps. Let's cool it down up here. What do you say? What is the temperature up here currently? That's, I think ECS, I think. Yeah, let's see. Flight deck, I think that means FD, I would assume. 25 degrees. So we'll get it cooling down in here. And, yeah, guys, other than that, I think we start looking at weather. Atlanta said, hope you don't become like Atlas 46 or Giant 46. Tried a flap cover fell off as it was leaving Miami, or landing at Miami. I think I saw that video. Yeah, it logged off for 5 seconds. I don't know if it's only me. Motivate, it said OBS was disconnecting on my end, too. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know why. I'm on, what's it called? Oh, I haven't filed on VATSIM yet. Let me do that. I don't know why it kicked me off. I'm connected to the LAN cable, so I hope that's the last time something like that happens. Yep, there's our 8 cars as soon as we do that. 2775 is going to be our squawk code today. That's just from, what's it called? Auto ATC. We are squawk in mode Charlie. Oh. Dang, the boys made quick work of loading up the Queen here. Like, get out of here, dude. Okay, taking a look at the weather here in Houston. Why don't we'll pull up Navigraph so we can look at it together, why not? Weather here in Houston is, we're looking up here, 160 at 20, gusting 31. Let's actually see ATIS real world. What are they departing? 915 left and 15 right. We're over here at East Cargo. It's going to be a long taxi for us either way. 9 might be the quickest option for us. I'm thinking 9. I'm thinking we take runway 9 for departure here. It has us on the Gumby 3 departure, and we'll be leaving the departure via the Sierra Bravo India Sabine Pass. Let's see. Gumby 3, no, probably LLA. Yeah, LLA VOR. Let's go ahead and insert all of that. We'll step through it here in just a second. On the SID, top altitude on the SID is 16,000 feet. Let's go ahead and set that. Oop. Okay. 16,000 feet. Let's get our flight director auto throttles on. Everything looks good there. Off runway 8 left, 087 on the heading. Go over here so we can actually get a little bit of a 087 on the heading. And we'll get our speeds and whatnot here in just a minute. Everything looks good. We'll just B key for the standard altimeter setting, 2982. Finish going over the weather here. We'll just look at the METAR, 160 at 20, gust 31. So definitely gusty out of here, going to be bumpy. Broken at 31, overcast, flight level 250, temperature 30, and 2982 on the altimeter. So all of that looks just fine for us, all right? So with that being said, we planned our departure. Let's step through it a little bit. What do you say? Let's go ahead and bring up data and go to plan mode and bring up the Gumby 3 over here. Textually, it says 087 to 600 feet. Then radar vectors across Dawson at or below 4,000 feet. So that's pretty much it on the Gumby 3 here. Let's take a look at it. 600 feet across Dawson at or below 4,000, then Gumby below 5,000, and then outbound to Yoakum. Then Salines Pass or Sabine Pass, and then White Lake VR, and then outbound, and then we will pick our arrival as we get a little bit closer to Miami. Just went marginal here in Houston. As you see, the ceiling dropped to 3,000 feet. So, okay. We're going to go back to map mode. Looks good. And let's start getting some numbers. Oh, let me get the... I'll get Navigraph out of here for now. Actually, we'll keep Navigraph. Here's what we're going to do. We'll stay on this FMC. We'll keep Navigraph. And, yeah, let's do this. Okay, zero fuel weight, 602.7. Let's see how close that is. Yesterday... we were heavy, 600.5, so barely heavy, pretty solid there. Reserves, it's looking for, again, like 12,000, something like that, 20,000, I don't even know. We'll just, let's try 10 to start. All right, it's not going to give me that, so cool. 72 on the cost index, and cruising to flight level 390 looks good. We'll take off D-rate 1 out of here, climb 1. We don't want to climb super slow. Flaps 10 for us on departure. CG is that. And there's our V-speeds, 138, 144, 165. We can go ahead and set up here. 165 is set, and then let's get that over here. 7.6 on the trim. We did forget to set this yesterday. That's all right. There we go, 7.6 on the trim. Everything looks good. I think that's our pre-flight setup complete. Let's go ahead and request... Actually, I don't think we're going to need pushback. We're kind of just... Yeah, we can kind of just leave, I think, it looks like. So let's do that. We'll go over a quick taxi briefing. We'll probably come out Echo Delta, take Echo Alpha, and then what does that turn into? November Bravo all the way to... Sierra Foxtrot to Sierra Bravo, Sierra Charlie. So that's going to be our taxi on the way down to runway 9er. All right, let's do it here, guys. Yeah, like I said, we don't even need to do pushbacks. That's cool. Let's go ahead and get the beacon light on, and let's start engines 3 and 4. And I believe we can just give it right over to auto start. Oop. Oh, absolutely. We'll go over here for engines numbers 1 and 2. There it is. They take a while to start up, I noticed. I feel like yesterday we did that too. Like, we came inside and I was like, oh, good engine start. And they're still starting up. Running now. And everything looks to be stabilizing. Let's go ahead and start up numbers 1 and 2. And give the fuel right away. Auto start. All right, sounds like we got. Well, let's wait. Like I said, They're obviously not started yet. We just did that. We just made that same mistake. Thanks, Simmer. We're already subscribed to you. Appreciate it, man. Sorry, I gotta put the reins on Nightbot a little bit. All right, now they're running. Okay, and stabilizing. So things look good. You know what? Actually, I want to check real quick. I do want to see if there's an auto brake function anywhere or something that like is messing with this. No. Because the auto brakes, like, just don't set, and it's really annoying. Alright, no. So I don't know why they don't set. They just literally just... Well, they will now, but they won't once we get in the air, so I don't know. Okay, we got all the engine bleeds on. Those all look good. I believe that means we can turn the APU bleed off, right? I don't want to turn all of the power off to everything. Let's go ahead and turn the APU off. That'll happen naturally. Let's go flaps to 10. There's flaps 10, auto brake RTO, fuel tank engine, no idea what that means. I don't really fly the 747, so I don't know what it wants from me. 20 degrees up here. Let's go ahead. We'll turn it back to kind of like here-ish. And let's get our taxi light on. We can do a quick flight control. Actually, yeah, let's do it before we leave. We'll go full up. Neutral, full down. Neutral, full right. Full left. Full right rudder, full left rudder. Let's boogie on. Actually, there's a checklist too. And it yelled at me for not doing the checklist last time, so maybe we should do that. 122.8 for, actually, let's also do ground tower for runway 9's 3315. Mr. Emirates, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Dude, I feel like it's been forever. What's going on? 133.15. We'll go ahead and set that. Make sure I'm on there. All right, good. Let's do a quick checklist before we get out of here. Pre-flight looks good. Passenger signs actually can come on. They're down here. MCP is set. Takeoff speeds are set. CD pre-flight complete. Taxi takeoff briefing completed. Anti-auto recall. We'll check in a second. Ground equipment's clear. Flight controls checked. APU's off. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Everything is ready for us. Let's go ahead and start rolling. Let's get the checklist page out of there. And here we go. Houston traffic, giant 61 heavy, taxi to runway 9 via Echo Delta, Echo Alpha, November Bravo, Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Charlie. Houston traffic. Lunar, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Mr. Emirates says, it has been a while. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? I'm doing good, sir. Another long day of work today, but we did it. Only had a delay about an hour this morning for the storms passing through the East Coast, so it's crazy. When you're like really watching storms, like see how they move and stuff, it's crazy to see how they move. Like there was this massive storm cell to the south, down by like Morgantown, and it looked like it was just coming for Dulles all day. And the worst Dulles ever got was some rain, and it just kind of like stalled out, like over Morgantown. It was crazy. All right. Oh. This line is also really close to death. I'm gonna stay a little left of that line, I think, there. A very dark cockpit we have here, so let's we'll get some of these lights up a little bit. I think that's... I don't know where any of the freaking lights are in this joint. Let's get some of those dome lights on, I guess. Some of those lights on. Alright, that'll be fine. Mr. Hermits, I've been studying for my trimester exams next Friday to next Tuesday. Basically, exams everything we learned since January. Yikes. That sounds like it sucks. I'm sure you'll do fine. You're a smart fella. Did I say oh, it's just because I'm doing asymmetric turning. Mr. Evans said, why couldn't Boeing be like Airbus and make all their planes and cockpits basically the same? I could use the 777, but the 737 is so hard. Yeah, the 777 and the 787 are pretty similar, but other than that, the 75 and 76 are the exact same pretty much. That is kind of like an Airbus type situation. But yeah, the 73 is it's laid out pretty similarly. Like if you do the 777, you should be able to figure out the 73, but at the same time, it is like it does look different. Like I get it. The goal of today's stream is to have a sub 200 landing rate. That's the goal of today's stream. It's all going to come down to that. Motivate said, so it was hard learning VATSIM. I feel the readback is the hardest part. Yeah, you definitely want to write stuff down for the longer readbacks. But some stuff you kind of just have to memorize and like you're not going to be able to write down. Lunar, we're going to try no screams. No screams is going to be the goal. We're going to take the longest runway available in Miami, and if we float it all the way freaking down to the end and run it off the end of the runway like we ran the Caravan off the end of the runway the other day on stream, that's what's going to happen. Limp says you should always have a goal. Always. And that's the goal for today. You know, we're gonna try to absolutely grease it in Miami. Mr. Sherman said it's bad because 33% of our second trimester grade is based on the trimester exam, and they're usually an hour and a half of torture. Dang, dude. Well, good luck. I know you can do it. Miami's also marginal, it looks like, right now. Alright. Remember, Bravo's our next left. Holden, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? What is up with you, man? It's funny, when you're going 15 knots in this plane, it feels like you're just absolutely crawling. Thank you. I've decided you're going to be my study breaks. Great. United's sitting inside the terminal there, it looks like. Glad I can be a distraction for you, Mr. Emirates. We're going 13 knots right now. It's crazy. Evie says, I have the Turtle Beach flight yoke to fly and the Attack 3 joystick. Do you use the joystick for the Airbus type thing? I've never used Turtle Beach stuff, but I've heard Turtle Beach makes good headsets and stuff for Xbox. As long as you like it and it works for you, man, that's perfectly fine. I believe you can Armel and VNAV on the ground. You can. Nice. So we'll be heading to 600 feet. And Then what? Radar vectors to Dawson. So it's just a little, well, that'd be a right turn actually. All right, right turn coming up here at the end. Actually, no. I guess we could take Sierra Foxtrot instead of Sierra Bravo. Amber said never discretion, basically hanging out with my 58th cousin. Alright. How many cousins do you have, brother? You got 57 other cousins? Limp said, what controls do you use, Cap? I've got the Honeycomb Bravo. Is this I always forget if it's the Bravo or Alpha, but the Honeycomb throttles and the Honeycomb yoke. And then Logitech rudder pedals. Ooh, excuse me. Don't forget heading select, Bank Simmer says. Yeah, good point. Luna said, I like my Turbo Beach. I got the Etsy fixes for it and it works great. After this one, I want to force feedback. Dude, force feedback sounds really cool. That would be pretty freaking sweet. I really want the Boeing, like the 737 yoke. I forget, Thrustmaster makes it, I believe. I really want that one. That would be really sweet. Because the Honeycomb is cool, but like the Honeycomb yoke is built like a yoke of like a 172. So it's like, you know, you're flying a triple or a 787 or a 747 on a 172 type rig, but still really good. All right, here we go. Let's get some togas in the chat, boys. Houston traffic, Giant 61 Heavy taking runway 9 for departure, going to be on the Gumby 3, Houston. Currently preparing for a flight from Muha to Miami as United 737 MAX 8. Nice, dude, that's a good one. How long is that flight? Will you be there around the same time as us? We'll just flick all of these lights on. Looks good to me. Woodwing is coming with the full Boeing cockpit. Really, Lunar? I mean, I feel like at this point, they're close enough. That's right, Nightbot has been silenced. You guys can spam up those togas. Let's get, we'll get heading select first. Good point from Bank there. Spool them up. And wherever this view is, there we go. Toga. Let's go. Come through 80 knots. Had a toilet by accident, Mr. Herman said. B1. Rotate. Let's boogie. Big crosswind from the right. Oh my goodness. Positive rate gears coming up. Let's go flaps 5 already. We're well past our 400 feet. Let's get a, we'll call it a right turn. Let's do 100 heading for now. Let's go flaps 1. Heading select, please. I don't know why it wants you to pitch up so much. Doesn't really make any sense though. If it wants me to speed up and pitch up, it doesn't really work like that. Also, why are we not on the 100 heading? The flight director is not behaving itself. Let's go flaps up. Alright, let's just get direct to Yoakum. Insert that. Let's get LNAV, VNAV. We've got it. There we go. This flight director is weird. Right around 10 degrees we'll start with. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that breakout, chat. Oh my gosh. So sick. Wait, Brandon, are you still here, dude? You never answered about the that Gulfstream. Where was that thing going? What was the deal with that? That was like the coolest paint job I've ever seen on a Gulfstream, on any plane. That thing was sick. Oh, Brandon, you are here. Wait, no, you're not. Yes, you are. There you are. I kind of do wish I gotta find the turbulence in this thing. I gotta turn turbulence back on a little bit. It would be kind of fun to be getting bounced around a little bit. Pause. You know what I'm saying. Bank said SSG, right? No, this is the working title 747, the base model 747 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Through 10,000, we start lowering that nose, accelerated our climb speed. Bank said, I think sometimes it has a bug. Well, yes. But what are you talking about specifically? Lunar said, does the launch unit have a toga button like that? I'm just curious. I don't think so, Lunar. I think, you know how it just kind of takes your throttles once you spool it up to a certain point? I think that's just kind of what the longitude does. Brennan would know better about that. Oh, he said, yes, it does. All right, we'll go autopilot on, and we'll set flight level 390. If we were good pilots, we would have already done our climb checklist, but we'll do it now since we are a single pilot. Let's see. Flaps are up and indicating. Auto brake is off. Gear is up and indicating. Lights, since we're through 10,000, we'll go ahead and configure those correctly. Those all stay on. Wings and logos can come off. And what's the temperature looking like up here now? Nope. There it is. We got 22 times 244 plus 30, 70, 74. That's a little warm up here, don't you think? All right, since we're cargo, we can turn the, we just got jump seaters back there. We can turn the pack signs off, and they can come up and say hi if they want to. ATC gave us a little shortcut. We're gonna go direct to White Lake VOR, which is the end of the departure. Whoa! This is the 747. Oh my! Wow! I never really went over much of the flight today. Some numbers for the flight: an hour and 54 minutes of airtime, 222 from gate to gate. Cruising 39,000 feet. We'll be burning 36,000 pounds of gas, almost 37,000 pounds of gas on our way. We brought 67,000 pounds with us, 133,000 pounds of cargo. And let's see, a takeoff weight of 665,000 pounds. That is insane. So, yeah, guys, about 2 hours en route to Miami today. Coming through 18,000. We'll go ahead and get standard altimeter setting. There's two buttons on the throttles at toga and auto throttle below the handles. Oh. I don't know if I knew about the auto throttle button, Brandon. Wait, Brennan, what fleet did you put a link to in Discord? Was it the, Oh, yes, that was it, Brennan. There's more of them? What? Or wait, no, it's the same... No, it's the same plane. I don't think it's a whole fleet. I think it's just the one. Oh, it's a global? So is it not a Gulfstream then? Wow. So it makes it all the way down to Australia. JFK, Fort Lauderdale, Costa Rica. It gets around. Who owns it? Oh, I see. There's some other ones that have some cool paints. Tudor Investment Aviation. What is Tudor Investment Aviation? There's 2 or 3. Atlanta said my flight time's about an hour and 3 minutes. Okay, nice. What is Tudor Investment? It just keeps taking me back to this. All right. Hopefully somebody gets on in Miami by the time we get there. We'll probably be a different airline tomorrow. It'll probably be something like Cathay or something like that. On our way to, where are we going tomorrow? Probably going to go up to JFK. We've got a great verse of the day today, which I'm excited about. It's an investment firm. Can they invest in my career and let me fly that thing? I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Lemon Straw, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Limp said, it doesn't just sit well with me that my super chat has been taken over with a crummy Canadian buck. Oh, no. Limp, what are we going to do, man? What are we going to do? Hey, $10 through the super chat. The super chat. Sit there now, I feel better.
$10 through super chat.
Ah, let's get some W's. Limp in the chat, man. Thank you, Limp. Appreciate it. Taking back the super chat box. That is Limp's box, guys. That is Limp's box. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Limp, so much. Really appreciate you, man. Lunar said, I don't know. I know about the auto throttle on the Toga, but I don't have a button that will automatically throttle it up for me. 737 MAX in the current official livery. The current United livery, you mean, Atlanta? W Limp indeed. Thought up like 40, then hit Toga, Brennan says. I always feel like, well, I don't know, Brendan. I think it's like, I don't know. I always have to throttle it up pretty good. Current United Livery Atlanta. Okay, nice, nice, nice. We should have a nice tailwind. Doing 500 over the ground in the climb. We're going to be cooking. Once we get to flight level 390. So close to that 1,000 subscriber, just a handful more. Amen to that, Limp. And hey, if you guys are new around here, like and subscribe. Like I said, we're so close to 1,000 subs, guys. Super pumped to hit that. Hopefully pretty soon. Shout out to all you guys for making it happen. Lunar said I'm going to try that. Lunar, if you do it, get into Miami. You're at flight level 7,000? It's like 70,000 feet, Atlanta. That's crazy. How'd you get a 737 up that high? I'm just kidding. Are you really flying that at... You're flying for an hour at 7,000 feet, Atlanta? I respect it. I respect it. Those are caravan numbers right there. We'll pick our arrival and everything once we get up to cruise as well. I'm going to register for my last semester of classes ever over the summer. Praise the good Lord above. To be done with school. And then today was my Thursday at work, so I've got one more day. Last semester. Brennan, is your summer semester your last semester too? Oh, let me tell you what, boys. Another thing. Getting above the weather, even in the sim, getting above the weather is awesome. We were just in it and just eating it all day today. Now, it's good actual time and everything, and we had a good plane, so we had autopilot and everything, but, like, we were just eating it today. Brandon said semester? What? How'd you spell it? I didn't even notice. A semester. Nice, dude. I can't even spell it. I'm almost done with college. Fall is? Oh, okay, gotcha. Flight level 6. So you're flying at 70,000 feet, Atlanta? Lim said the classes will end, but the learning never stops. Amen. Somebody put that on a banner or something. The learning hasn't even started yet, if we're being honest, with college classes. Never gave it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, this thing really works awesome. Okay, Atlanta, if you're cruising at 7,000 feet, that would be... It's technically not a flight level unless you're in Europe. However, it would be flight level 070 is how that would work, just for your information. No, you're right, Brennan. Unless you're in Europe and the transition level is below 7,000, which it is in some places. I don't know how they do it over there, honestly, but sometimes that is a flight level in Europe, but in the States, the flight levels are 18,000 and above, so you can be at 17,999 feet and not be in the flight levels technically. You would be at 17,999 feet. Once you hit 18,000, then you'd be at flight level 180 is how that works. Stupid thing. You know, we're going to go verse of the day a little bit early today since we've got some higher numbers. I should have done it earlier. We had like 15 people watching a little bit ago. But Genesis 1:1, how refreshing. I don't know. I saw this and I was just like, oh, man. Like Genesis 1:1, like the first verse in the Bible, he said, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And I think, like, sometimes in life, like, you just need to go back to the start. You need to go back to why you do what you do, and sometimes you just need to go back to the beginning of things. We're 1,000 ago, it looks like. I wish it gave the... Anyway. Sometimes you need to go back to the beginning, sometimes you need to go back to the start, and remember why you're doing what you're doing, and just remember where you came from and whose you are, right? Something we like to say a lot about at our church is it's about whose you are, not who you are, right? I'm not a pilot, I'm not a firefighter or a doctor. Like it's whose you are. I am secure because of who I am in Christ Jesus and what he did for me on the cross, not because of the uniform that I wear or don't wear or anything like that, man. I'm secure because of whose I am. and that is a disciple and a follower of Jesus Christ. So, Atlanta's up 12 minutes away from the Floridian Keys. Nice, man. You're cruising. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I saw this verse today and I was like, dang, like how refreshing. Like Genesis 1:1. Like we were just going through some of the books of Revelation. We went through some heavy stuff. And then like all of a sudden we're just back to Genesis 1:1. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're leveled up at our cruising altitude. Let's take a look at some stuff. Prague. Miami is expected at 22:03. It's 20:35. So we got about an hour and a half to go till Miami. So now's as good a time as ever to start the arrival planning. So, Miami weather. Let's take a look at it. MIA weather 110 at 18 gust 24, broken at 3,000 feet. Let's see, 110, probably runway 8. Where does Western Cargo Base? Anybody know Cargo City? Where does Atlas park in? I feel like they're going to park... Where's the tower? I think they park either Cargo City or Eastern. If they park Eastern... Or if they park... I mean, anywhere down here, really, we could take runway 9. The 8's up there would be too long. I think we're taking runway 9 either way. Whether they park here or here, I think we take runway 9. Maybe if they park Cargo City, we could take runway 12. What do they land in real life? Does anybody know where Atlas parks in Miami in real life? In real life, they're landing 8 left, 8 right, 9, 12. So all these runways are here. Bottom left. They land here, or they park here in real life, Brennan? We'll go to the Eastern U, so we'll take runway 9 if that's the case, if Brennan ain't happen. All right. Frogs for arrival Western. All right, we'll park Western then, fine. Let's see what transition from the Western Gawks, the Gawks transition. So now let's take a step through here and see what we got. Blevins, Buns, Dowry, Saga, Ocho, Gawks. There's our arrival data still up, yeah. 0 bags. First waypoint, or first fix, I should say. Here's Gawks. So we'll be on this one. That's us. Gawks plows out of a flight level 340 Matney Cleat 280210 Barbin 150 flight. I'm sorry, see, not flight level 15,000 or above. Jameis 11,000. Frogs Art 11,000 below, 9,000 above. Aspen 10,000 below. PBJ 8,000 above. And then let's see, so it takes you to the downwind. So we're gonna have to switch up our arrival, because I bet our sim brief has us landing west. No, it has us landing runway 9. So why did it give us this? Oh, here we go. Landing runway 8 left, 9, 8 left, right, 912C inset 1. Where's inset 1? Inset 1. Okay, leg at 4,000. So we're stopping at leg. We're stopping at leg. There's no, where's leg? PBJ, where's PBJ? Where's PBJ? Where? Oh. Leg. Where's Art? Where are all these fixes? Plows, Matney, where's Frogs, man? There's Frogs. Okay, I see. Oh, so it's like, this is like the typical one, and then if you're landing runway 9, they change? What? That's a wild arrival, I'm not gonna lie. So, Art, Aspen, PBJ, Scar, Akare, and then 4,000 at leg, which we have 4,000 at leg. Okay, wow, that's kind of wild, but it lines us up perfect and exactly what we were expecting, so whatever. Atlanta said, if I was headed JFK from Muha, then I would typically fly level 220 with cruise speed of 300 knots. Why would you? Why so low? That's a pretty long flight. Why are you at 7,000 feet for an hour? That's what I want to know. You're crazy for that. All right. VNAV. I'm trying to see what our top of descent's coming up. We don't know yet. Right, it is in there. That's where it would be, I think, yeah. 2210, like I said, about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half to go. And we don't have top of descent just yet. All right. All right, let's go register for classes. No-go's a no-go in the longitude? Oh no, what happened? Brennan, give us a step-by-step guide on what we need to do. What are we doing wrong, Brennan? What's the secret sauce? Well said. Atlanta said every time I go higher, I get overspeed warnings, so being low helps speed more accurately than Mach system. Well, that's not necessarily true. You're going to be getting faster speeds, generally speaking, by going higher and getting... I mean, you're going to get higher... Your indicated airspeed is going to be lower, but as you go higher, your indicated airspeed becomes less and less accurate because the air gets thinner, so there's not as many air molecules going in the pitot tube. So your airspeed is going to read lower. Like, okay, look. So, what? Get out of here, Siri. I didn't say anything to you. Our indicated airspeed right now is 267 knots. Obviously, if we were at 300 knots, like you're saying, we would be overspeeding. However, our true airspeed is 489 knots. So what we're actually doing through the air isn't necessarily this at these higher altitudes because there's less air molecules. Our true airspeed is 488 knots. So we're actually going 180 knots faster than your 300 knots. And on top of that, we've got a pretty nice tailwind up here, and we're going 523 knots over the ground. So really what you're looking at, when you want to know how fast you're going and when you're going to get to your destination, you don't want to look at this. You really don't even want to look at this. You really want to look at this, your ground speed, because this is like if you were a car driving on the ground, we'd be going 523 knots right now, essentially, is what it's saying, which is like, I don't even know, like 700 miles an hour, 600 miles an hour, something like that, probably. So that's what you want to, that's how you can tell how fast you're really going over the ground and whether or not you're going to get to your destination quicker than expected or slower than expected. Because there's times, again, like even in the Caravan, like where let's say we're indicating like 150 while we're cruising, indicating 150, our ground speed's 220 knots. It's like, okay, so we're going to get there way faster than, we think. There's also times where you're doing 150 indicating your ground speed's 100. And you're like, oh, okay. Or you're climbing out and you're like climbing out at like 120 or something like that, 115. And then you look at your ground speed, you're doing 80 knots over the ground. You're like, holy crap. So, and then your true airspeed at those lower altitudes is generally the same. Like generally speaking, when you're cruising at, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8,000, your true airspeed and your indicator airspeed are going to be pretty close. But as the higher you go, the less accurate this is going to be. So again, Atlanta, you want to use the Mach speeds as you go higher because they get you way faster than your 300 knots. So anyways, I'll step off the soapbox. Do whatever you want though. Brennan, am I flying the 2024 default? Oh, or is he flying? Oh yeah, I don't know. If he's flying the 2024 default 737, might be in trouble. Oh wait, no, go back. I need to register for classes. I also need to look at... No! Yes. Summer 2025. Okay. What the heck? What? Oh, there we go. Okay. .301, 450, and 305. Okay. That may be the issue. All right, I'm registered for classes for my final semester ever. Can I get a praise in Jesus? Amen. All right. Let me resubmit this stupid. Finished 4. What day is it? 4/4. Download PDF, and I've got to send it. My sim updated December of last year, and the release of the 737 MAX 8 for the first time. Lunar, are you leaving? Oh, that's clever, Lunar. I see what you're doing there. Okay. Right over that is due on the April 19th, so I'm not going to do that yet. I see it now, Lunar. I see what you were doing there. I get it. I get it. See you at a college. I like that. Oh, wait. That was it right there. Is it giving us a top-up descent yet? No. I guess we'd still be pretty far out. I mean, it's not even having us descend till bags. Nah, Lunar, I get it, man. I get it. That was clever. It's crazy though. Like these clouds they're still here. All the way to flight level 390. Insane. Insanity. Prior to that, the sim updated with a reworked A380. What simulator are you playing? I don't know what this music is, by the way. I found a random streaming playlist. John Brennan, I am confused. Atlanta, what sim are you playing, brother? Okay, Atlanta. All right. You and Infinite Butter. Isn't that on mobile? Same as confused. I'm talking to one candidate Discord about the 787. I'm not gonna lie, Brandon. I skipped a lot of that conversation. You guys kind of blew up the chat that day, and I was like, I can't read all that. It makes a lot of sense now. Okay. All right. Go back and read it, Brennan says. I don't want to. Oh, wait, no. Well, I don't know if I did that one right or not, though. But what did I do there? Dang it, I rewrote it again. push the button to go to the bottom. Lunar says, let me Charles, I'm going from St. John's to San Diego and Microsoft Flight Number 2020 American Airlines 320 Neo. Nice, dude, 320. Are you doing the any builds or the fly-by-wire? Lunar, go get X-Plane 12 and you can fly the Gulfstream. Landing in San Diego is fun. I don't know if you're at IRL landings. That's enough simulator for me, Lunar says. The X-Plane 12 is so frustrating to me. I don't know. Maybe, should we stream X-Plane 12 soon? I don't even know what we would do. Like, I don't even... There's nothing necessarily in X-Plane 12 that I want to fly that isn't in Microsoft 2020 is the thing. FlightFX did announce they will bring in the Global 6000 next year or 2027. Jeez. What runway set up for? Limp or set up for Niner? Runway Niner. Microsoft and X-Plane 12 has the Concorde and Infinite Flight does not. That's why Microsoft and X-Plane are definitely are better. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. That's the final. Is it really? I feel like it's not the final answer. B for number 2. Oh my gosh, it is. Okay. So I just... Lunar, read that thread. Also, did you use the CI-35 progress fix or the CL-35? I did not. Hard draws, get on Miami ATC. Let me try said the default one that comes free in game because I haven't downloaded any of the libraries yet for the Flyby 320. Fair, fair. 9 is what they're landing in real life, also 12 from the north. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I saw in real life it said they're landing on basically all those east runways. It said 8 left, 8 right, 9 and 12. Steve 750, it looks gorgeous. Comes out this month. I don't know, man. I've never been too much of a private jet guy. I think if I'm gonna get another plane, if I'm gonna get a plane next, I think it's honestly gonna be the CRJ. I've been low-key fiending for the CRJ, dude. CRJ looks good. Well, many in-flight users are constantly suggesting a new update should come with the Concorde. That'd be cool. Low-key worse than the launch tube, but I'll probably buy it. Oh, you don't like the C750 there, Brandon? CRJ looks good. I like the CRJ, although I haven't gotten the update yet. Lunar, do you have to pay for the update or no? Brandon said, where did FX say they were doing a global? I think it's just a rumor. I love private jets. Brandon said, worst, like, range-wise, Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't need any more mid-range. That's fair. It's faster, but that's it. Update is free, thank God. Yeah. We don't need any more payware stuff. I was willing to pay for the 3D development of a Global 6000, but I have no clue how to program the thing to work on Microsoft asked. Or I've been seen interested in the product, so I dropped it. Oh, jeez. Is that type of stuff hard to do, Lunar? I gotta go into my sim due to family emergency. Oh man, alright. Well, God bless and good luck taking care of that. CL35 looks so good. I'm so hyped. Lim said you don't have to step up to cruise altitude with the 747. Lim, not necessarily. I don't know. Did it have it? I don't even think it had. I think it was just such a short flight. It didn't even have a step planned for us. Let me look at the flight plan. Yeah, it was just 390 right away, Lunar, or Limp, just because I think it was such a short flight. Evie Flies, what's your PC specs? Do exclamation point specs, I believe, in the chat, Evie, and it'll, Nightbot will tell you. Lunar said, I don't think it's necessarily hard, I just think it's very technical, consumes a lot of time. Most developers want money right away. It's rare to find someone who wants to build something from scratch. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Looks amazing, but that won't be out till December-ish. Worth the wait, it's been progressing so fast. Well, it's good that you guys are so excited. Still no... Oh, there we go. 323 miles to go, so we're looking good, guys. Looking good. There she is. There's the specs right there, boys. And all of its glory. Nice specs. I have a 4050 with an i5. Nice, dude. I think that's better than my card, isn't it? The 40 series is usually better. Limp said if it was a longer flight, you would have had more weight, would have to step climb up. I believe that's correct, Limp. Yesterday it had a step climb for us. We didn't end up taking it because we passed it and we ended up only having like an hour left or whatever. And I didn't want to do it at that point. But, or maybe even less than that. I think it was less, it was only like 20 minutes till top of descent, so I didn't want to step climb up at that point. But yeah, yesterday we would have had one. Yeah. A laptop as a 4050 laptop GPU, so it's worse than yours. Oh, okay. I don't really know the difference, I'm not gonna lie, but that's all right. Intel Xeon 16-core processor rated on 6800 GPU, 96 gigabytes of RAM. Oh my gosh, super overkill. Dude, that's awesome. There's no such thing as overkill for Microsoft. You can always run out of space. Mexican Aviator, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. He said, wow, I feel racist saying your name. Oh my gosh. Limp said, you're going to pass 321 on your left, 32,000 feet. Let's look for it. Did we already pass it? Oh, nope. Here he comes. Frontier 4551. Going to Vegas. Oof. That's a long flight. Into a headwind. Oof. That 32,000 feet is quite a bit lower. What's ETA, Eva? Eva, the ETA, Miami ETA is 2207. That is just under an hour away. Just under an hour away. Top of descent 2144. It's in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes till top of descent here, guys. That guy might be too far away to see. Beautiful CRJ. You like the CRJ? Oh, wait, is that it? Or is that just the... I can't tell if that's a contrail or if that's a coastline. I think that's a contrail. I think that's him. So, that's definitely him. The other thing is, too, is I have no idea how to fly the CRJ. Oh, auto brake's going to work today. All right. I wonder if the reverses are going to work today. We'll bug up. What was the bottom altitude on the star? I feel like we're briefed on the star. I feel like we've been over that thing like 20 times. 4,000 at leg is going to be that, and we'll do auto brakes. I mean, if it's going to let us, we'll do auto brakes like 4 because we are probably not going to have thrust reversals. So, yeah. All right, all right. Love the textures in the flight deck. Is it a mod? Yes, it is, Mexican Aviator. What mod, though? I could not tell you. I totally forgot which mod it was. I know we're running the VATSIM sound pack, but that's it. It's a 747, Lunar says. What is that supposed to mean? All right, yeah, who's ready for more screams? Yeah, we're not doing that. I don't know why, but smashing the landing is 37 is fun. Yeah, trying a 747, it's even more fun, I promise. Not that I would know. What is this song? Skystream, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? Skystream said I'm about to do some ops for Atlas Virtual in the 747. Hey, me too. Lunar said, who here has good payload for LAX? Default's just terrible. Lunar, apparently, I think Anybo's literally dropped an LAX scenery today. So go check that out. Skystream said, what a time. Mexican neighbor said, remember landing gear is optional. That's not true. Brennan said, Any just came out with theirs today. There you go. Skystream said, I might do this same flight. You sure? Well, it's your home airport and everything. It's definitely a fun flight. It's way shorter than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 3-ish hours, but well, maybe it's because of tailwind too. But song too. Who said I saw that? I have for 2024, but have you tried the 2020 version? It's for both. Oh, these kept. Oh, okay, there you go. Leaving Atlas Virtual. Did you have? They have nothing out of Houston. So unrealistic. What? Can you be in? How many virtual airlines can you be in? I don't know. I like, what's it called? Pilot's Life. We got to get in a domestic of Pilot's Life so we fly this, so we fly it more. I feel like I'm in Lufthansa right now and I'm like doing all the long haul stuff and it's fun and all, but like, I feel like I never fly it anymore because like I'm never doing German long haul ops on stream. So maybe we got to jump in like a Southwest or like, I don't know. Somebody fun. Maybe like somebody with some heavies, like go to United. I think, were we in United? Yeah, we were in United. We go to like United, American. I think we were in all of them. I don't think we were in Delta actually. Maybe we could join Delta. Any ATC online? I don't believe so, guys. ATC's being lame today, unless Miami Tower got on or something. No, nothing. This is like prime time. Like they should, if they're gonna get on anytime, it would be like soon. So we'll see. United, Brendan says. What happened with that giveaway? Did we ever find a winner for? Oh yeah, it was Mr. Emirates. Mr. Emirates won the giveaway winner. Where's that sound? They're playing like really close to us or something? What the heck? Oh, so that's it. You said that part of it. 80 miles. So 40 miles apart. That's what this is for. So 40 miles apart. 20 is 2. 2, so all that for that. 2 hours. 2024 Indy Build LAX looks amazing, he says. Dude, I bet it is. I don't know. Maybe we should get it eventually. We're not sending it right now. Skystream is only one route from Houston, so maybe it is low-key kind of realistic. What is the route from Houston? Is it this one? It probably isn't. I don't think this is realistic. I didn't see it. I looked on Flight Radar. There was no Atlas route, at least not today, or however far out Flight Radar gives you. All right. 10 miles an hour. How long did we catch up? Subtraction. 2 mile an hour difference. 5 miles. Distance equals rate 2 divided by time. 2 divided by 5. No, 1. What am I doing? There it is. 5, 2.5. 2.5 hours. Since 8 a.m. $50, 65, 15 mile an hour difference. So distance is rate times time. So 50 miles per hour. Catch up. So we're doing subtraction. It's T. The only Houston route for Atlas is to Miami. Okay, so this is realistic. Is it a 747? Maybe 15 miles apart. It's going to take an hour. First one's 4, second one's 6. 2.5. get the little pilot's room before we start our descent. We'll be right back. Said it's a 730 or a 767, dude. We need a 767 in the sim. Well. We need the 767, boys. We may never fly anything again if we get the 767. I just feel like there's so many like good cargo 767 routes that I want to fly, and like the 300 is great. Well, actually, I haven't. My 300 is like kind of broken right now for some reason. I maybe have to update it or something, but it's being silly. About 48 miles from top of descent. Let's, I believe we've pretty much done most of the planning we can do. Was it gusty? No, 110 at 17. It's a VFR now. 3020 is the altimeter. Flaps 30, and in it, or I'm sorry, Navrad, 110.9 Miami. I've pulled the approach. ILS runway 9er. 110.9090 final approach course. 208 on the minimums. There we go. And I've got 4,000 set, so we'll descend as soon as we hit our top of descent. We'll start with the safety belts, sit them boys down in the back. Motivate, welcome back, man. Hope studying went well for you. Let's see the descent checklist. Is there a descent checklist or just an approach checklist? Recall is checked. Auto brake is 4, landing data is set, approach briefing is complete. And approach checklist will be next. The altimeters are set already, so we probably pretty much should do that. The landing checklist is next. Close to landing, motivate. We are about 20-ish miles from our top of descent. Let's bring that up over here, actually. 23 miles from our top of descent, and we'll be on the ground in about a half hour. Okay. Descent 47 automatically started descent. Do you have to do it? It'll automatically do it as it is doing right now. All you have to do is set the altitude lower, just like a normal Boeing. Brendan said you have to turn down the alt, then it'll follow the VNAV. Yeah. Yeah, so just like a regular Boeing, like the Airbus, you have to push it. Obviously, the 737, you don't. Drag required, and well, I'll be the judge of that around here. Left said I'm back. My big sister's in the ER. Oh, geez. Well, you don't have to come back if she's going to the ER, brother. Is she all right? Limp says approach is on. Oh wow, I just read ER is extended range, Lunar. Lunar, you're addicted. Lunar, we gotta get you outside, brother. Approach, yeah, ATIS is online now. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. 20, stop calling for push inside the ramp. 2685, we'll start listening there. On the 650 ER tonight. Nice. Just kidney stones and my mom is with her. Okay. Well, that's good at least that it's common, but that's the pain still sucks.
Sheriff
so.
Fox is possible to go heading 100. 254 Sheriff Fox, Fox Rock, do whatever you want to do. Alright, that's my bad. Thank you, man. Yeah, you're VFR. Just turn to whatever heading, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But if I want to do whatever I want, there's restricted places, no?
Oh, jeez.
Not really, because your VFR, like I said, you can do whatever you want. It's really up to the controller if you want to give you headings or altitude or what. But like I said, your VFR, do whatever you want, as long as you stay out of like restricted airspaces or TFRs and stuff, you know. Yeah, okay, got it. And if I want like to touch and go and executive, do I need clearance or what time? Yeah, you have to give me a call for that, because that's how it works. Alright, I'll give you a call when I'll be ready. I'll keep VFR 9. I'll keep VFR 04 at 254 Sheriff Fox. Roger. That.
Whoa, Lunar, you've had him? Ooh, that's brutal, dude. Motivate said, do you think you're gonna do a face reveal one day? Probably not, Motivate. Probably not. That sucks, Lunar. Alright, let's get some drag out for it. Oh! To see his face, you can go fly on Reedmore. Approach load. Oh. It's,
Miami departure very good afternoon, America.
Ah, there we go. Had a little disconnect and reconnect there.
4257 Miami departure. For direction of flight.
Oh, now you're done with that.
Even a flight level. What altitude would you like?
Is it okay if we can take the 360 for our flight, the American 427?
American 4257, expect flight level 3601 minutes after departure on squawk 3760.
3760 for American 4257 and expect flight level 360.
Approach low, Giant 6-1, heavy descending via out of flight level 210.
Giant 61 heavy, Miami approach, Miami altimeter 302. 20, descend via the Bronx for arrival, expect ILS runway 9er approach.
20 runway 9, descend to the Frogs for Giant 6-1 Heavy. Miami. I was gonna say Miami 6-1 Heavy is what I was about to say right there. Sky.
American 4257, RNAV Baller, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
You are for takeoff, runway 08 right for American 4257.
And 254 Sierra Fox, they're requesting touch and go vectors to runway 09, Fox 45 at the
They're not.
254 Sierra Fox, proceed to the field and make straight in runway 9er for Lauderdale, effective altimeter 3020.
sorry, you said proceed, which waypoint?
254 Sierra Fox, proceed direct to the field.
Alright, direct to the field, 254 Sierra Fox.
Oh yeah, baby. Alright, so tomorrow I'm thinking, like I said, Miami to... Unless, I was thinking Miami to New York. I mean, is there anywhere else we should stop instead? Philly? Boston? I don't know. I'm thinking just go up to JFK. And then I'm thinking Chicago. And then maybe somewhere in the Northwest. Seattle, perhaps. Alright, 13,000, 3020 set. Oh, baby.
Delta 5885, Miami approach, Miami altimeter 3020, squawk 7142.
Puerto Rico. No, because we're... Well, I guess technically you're right.
Delta 5885, Miami.
Oh, that's another quick one. Only 2 hours and 40 minutes block. Honestly, I thought that would be longer than that. Miami to San Juan. I want to go north. Because we're making a big loop. LA, Houston, Miami, JFK, Chicago, and then, like I said, probably Seattle. This I don't know. I feel like Cathay might do this sometimes. Whoa, that's kind of cool. This Delta 5885 guy is diverting back to Miami. He's just off our left.
Delta 5885, squawk 7142.
He's diverting back to Miami. It actually says that on VATSIM. That's actually kind of cool.
Delta 5885, squawk 7142.
Is he squawking 7700? Oh, he's out of 11,000. He's lower.
4257, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000, the altitude.
Try to maintain 16,000 for American 457.
Delta 5885, radar contact 3 miles northwest of the Miami airport. Fly present heading, maintain 7,000, expect ILS runway 12 approach. Delta 5885, expect ILS runway 12 approach.
I would like to take either 9 or I want to be...
Take an 8, don't take 9.
5885, I can't give you that right now because I got traffic on the south side. So
Yeah, that's right.
ILS runway 12, or I can give you the visual.
Wait, 12 crosses... Runway 9. Why can't he give us...
540 Foxtrot.
He could definitely give him runway 8 right, I feel like.
Clear, touch and go. On the go, make right, close traffic.
Clear, touch and go, runway 09, and going right at 254 route. Sure, Foxtrot.
November 804 Quebec, clear question.
Yeah, 4 Quebec here on the ground at R3 IFR.
November 804 Quebec, yes, you filed for micros for the tourist arrival. Do you want to fly that, or I can give you vectors direct to the field?
Heck no. I'm keeping the
Oh
freaking
yeah, I
speed
figured I
brakes.
had to fly that just to stay out of the air place, but yeah, we could go direct.
Where's that guy at?
For our flight, the island. Okay, now we go.
We pass him up? No, he's in front of us. Why also is he not coming up on radar?
Ready check, ready check.
Bye-bye.
Alright, thank you guys. 804 Quebec, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, sorry about that. I was
ready for a
planning
go-around?
that arrival just because it's staying out of your class.
Yeah, this guy's out here diverting back to Miami. He's definitely going to roll long or something and make me go around.
Yeah, I'm just asking. It's really up to you, because I was just wondering if you wanted to, like, do the arrival, but...
He's got 9,000 feet of runway and they cross at the very end, so...
Alright, 804 Quebec, City clear.
Does it say? It should say somewhere how much landing distance you have. Let me see if it says it on my chart anywhere.
9 Quebec 7,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency is clock 4756, hold for release.
Clear to Fort Lauderdale, be operator, did you find
Autopilot coupled approach not authorized. Interesting.
4756?
Says the runway 9 approach, so that would mean
Quebec is correct. Call me when you're number 1 for departure.
we'd have to hand fly it from leg.
Thank you.
Reckon 4257, climbing out of my airspace, Miami Center offline, with our service terminated. Good rise, good day.
We switch to 1 to
Interesting.
Thank you very much for the ATC, that's American 457.
Alright, I see the problem.
Air Canada 107 Heavy, flight
What speed are we
present,
going
heading
down
back
to right now? 250 knots. We
Air
can do
Canada 107 Heavy, flight present,
250
heading
through
back to
10,000. Let's get
Chicago.
our lights on.
Delta 5885, just gonna maintain 3000.
2000, Delta 80.
Giant 61 Heavy at the leg and cleared ILS runway 9 air approach.
From leg, clear the ILS runway 9, Giant 61 Heavy.
Air Canada 107 Heavy, fly present heading for sequencing.
Well, I guess we gotta
Air Canada 107 Heavy,
hand
Miami.
fly it from leg. Oh, Air Canada
Delta
107 just
5885, 4 miles from Gloria, maintain
being
3000
silly.
until established. I'm localized and cleared ILS
great.
runway
Yeah,
1
this is gonna be awesome.
2000 to establish the first one.
Air Canada 107 Heavy, Miami.
Alright, does it give us a speed at leg? That would probably slow. It's like 2. Probably do like 220. We'll keep it kind of fast again. Hardros, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Let's get the music off because apparently I have to hand fly this entire freaking approach. We'll get a landing Actually, no, we won't. I'm not gonna have time for a landing replay today, unfortunately, Chad. We're gonna have to get on the ground and get moving.
107 Heavy, Miami. Delta 5885, traffic off your 10 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, Boeing 787 at 4,800.
We got him decal.
Delta 5885, you overshot the localized air turn right heading 1503, join. Air Canada 107 Heavy, Miami, how do you read, sir? 2540 Foxtrot, wind 100 at 16 runway 9, are clear for the option.
Let's go
Foxtrot,
flaps
is it possible
1.
to go by the sea?
I'm sorry, you want to go where?
Just following the sea, going through south.
You want to follow the coastline southbound?
Follow the sea, I think he said.
Southbound for Chef Fox.
Air 2540 Foxtrot, turn left heading 09.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go autopilot off.
Turn 990, maintain fueling 2000 for VFR, Chef Fox.
No way, autopilot.
Air
A couple of
Canada
approaches aren't.
107
Oh,
Heavy,
there's
Miami.
no way. Probably do, like I said, like 180 till 5-ish. We're cleared for the approach. Limit arm approach mode. Nope. Again, you gotta wait. 1500 at Ines. And then missed approach 3000. Hard Joss is tired. Me too, brother. What got you this week?
61 heavy wind 110 to 11 gust 20 runway 9 and clear to land.
From a 9 clear to land, Giant 61 heavy. Hit legs, then walked in the city all day. Oof. Yeah, that'll do it, brother. That'll do it.
2540 Foxtrot, turn
Autopilot's
right
coming
heading
off.
130.
I'm gonna try to keep arming
Turn right
approach mode. There we
130,
go.
Chef Fox.
Approach mode is armed. Leave auto throttles for a little bit. Just gonna kind of level a little bit so we can catch the glide slope. Butter time, Brennan says. Oh boy. Glide slope's captured.
Delta 5885, the aircraft that cut in front of you, he's gonna disconnect. Wind 110 to 11 gust 20 runway 1.
Since the glide slope is captured, we'll just set the missed approach altitude 3,000 feet. Let's do. Ines is close to a 5-mile final.
Hold short of your runway.
Raja. Start slowing up to about 180. Let's go flaps 5. Plane's trimmed out really nice right now. Looks like our approach speed's 147. Yesterday it was like 160 something.
Miami departure.
147.
November 804, Quebec Sierra.
Crosswind coming off the right side.
Durham 804 Quebec, sir, enter control airspace heading
Good, go flaps
010.
10. Let's go gear
Road to
down.
departure clear.
Let's look for that
147.
147. Let's bug it up.
And advise no later than 15
Arm our
minutes
speed
with
brake.
straight
Auto brakes are set.
Okay.
Flaps
Park,
20.
010 and clearance captain that's not off within 10 contact you within 10.
Flaps 25 speed does check.
Recommendations.
Let's just go for flaps 30.
Thank you.
We're all counting on you, Lim says. Oh boy.
540 Foxtrot, follow the shoreline southbound, maintain VFR at or below
So this
1,400.
is
1,400 fueling for
Speed
VFR and will
brakes
follow
are armed.
coastline through the south.
I don't know why it thinks we're going
540
so slow. Okay, I think it was because of the speed brakes or just because we didn't have much power in the I don't know what it was thinking. Interesting. Alright, let's grease the 747 in Miami. What do we say, guys? Come on. What emote will I be using? I guess we'll see. Flaps are still coming down. It shouldn't be. Oh, the flaps were still coming down. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's a good point. 234 Lunar says. Lunar, that's... You're hating on me, Lunar. I use that as motivation, Lunar. There we go. He said traffic will hold short, he says.
$1,000.
189, Brennan says. That's what I like to hear, Brennan. I knew I always liked you. Limp. That's why that super chat box is all yours, my man. Oh, a little lag. It's alright. Stay with me.
I might departure.
Sitting nice in the crosswind right now.
Runway 5 and Ocean Reef climbing.
132, Hardjaw says. My sourdough boy.
For Quebec Sierra, contact climb maintain 7,000.
7,000.
500.
And for Quebec Sierra, the Fort Lauderdale altimeter
400.
3020.
Get fast, correcting.
Roger, 330.
300.
Delta 5885, turn left on Evo, then right on Quebec.
200.
That's not able to right on Quebec.
Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
No shot. 530, bro? Oh my gosh.
Delta 5885.
Dude, we're just the
taxi by
worst.
Quebec to
Just
the
get me
right.
off this runway. Oh my gosh. I'm so upset about that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so mad. Oh my gosh. Guys, what kind of cargo are we hauling back there that they're screaming? Oh my gosh, I'm actually so upset about that, dude.
Number major for Quebec Sierra, flighting 350, expect ILS.
Ridiculous. That was the lag? Yeah, Hardjaws. That was the lag, bro.
Left 350 expecting the ILS.
What?
For Quebec Sierra.
Oh no.
Drive 61 heavy, taxi by uniform,
Okay, here we go.
Victor Sierra to the ramp.
Our uniform Victor and Sierra to the ramp, Giant 61 heavy. Thanks for ATC.
Thanks, fly.
Yo. Looks like we are stuck. Uniform Victor Sierra. I can't move my rudders. Look at that. You see that? Let me get everything off. Okay, there we go. Tiller, I think that was the issue, Hardjaws, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, Sierra Fox will go northbound on the coastline to go back to Fort Lauderdale to get it to Sierra Fox.
Let's see, where is the strobe lights?
Roger, proceed on course, maintain VFR.
APU coming on.
Pull up 14,000 and proceed north coastline.
Oh, we do. This is Payware Miami. I forgot about that too. So it should be nice. Maybe broke the gear. You're so funny, Hardjaws. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the worst. This is the worst idea. This is the worst idea we've had yet. Who thought of this stupid 747 thing? Can't freaking land this thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you really do have to start like flaring at like 50 feet. I thought I did though, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought the approach was all right, Hard Joss. I really did. I just don't think I literally just don't think I'm flaring enough. I think I'm just letting it come down too much. But usually you don't have to flare that much. Like, I feel like it takes so much flare.
American 390,
I don't know.
Miami departure.
I just suck, apparently. No, it's alright. All in good fun, boys. All in good fun. Beautiful flight down here, though. Should be another nice flight up the coast tomorrow to JFK. Whenever we get to that, you'll get it tomorrow. Thanks, Lunar. Appreciate it, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can't even go back and watch it, bro. It just lags. Oh, really? The whole stream lagged, Brennan? Anybody in here? It was the game itself. Well said, Hard Joss. Nah, I stink, dude. Alright. Oh, is that guy there for us? Little more flare and you'll be good. Well said, Brennan. Well said. Really? Interesting, okay. I like this payware, like, cargo area, though. This is pretty sweet. Oh, look at that. That is for us. Oh my gosh. It knew. Cap, you didn't get that lag on your game when you touched down? I thought you literally just lagged and lost your visual. No, it wasn't that bad. It was... No, Hard Joss. It wasn't bad enough to excuse the landing for a slammer type of lag for me. It was a little stutter, but it wasn't, like, that bad. I think it was just your perspective then. That little guy down there. We're gonna run him over. We're gonna go ahead and stop it there. Alright, let's set the parking brake. Engines can come off. Oh, APU gens! Wait. Okay, there we go. Whew. I think we got it. Engine bleeds can come off. Beacon light can come off. Let's go outside and have a look as the boys get deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Sure, AVX. Alright guys, that's gonna pretty much do it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Sorry it was another slammer. Failed you guys again. We'll get it tomorrow. Beautiful here in Miami payware scenery. So we'll head up to JFK tomorrow. Oh, it looks like completely froze on your end. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That stinks. But yeah, it wasn't that bad on my end. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. Really appreciate it. Love and support. We're close to 1,000 subs. Keep pushing. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate all you guys. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, and 254 is here, Fox, and I'm asking how would this approach terminate? Will it be a full stop, or are you going to